I didn't do the vlog. I'll just do it tomorrow. Just pack the camera bag. Hey man, what's up?
Hey man, what you doing today?
Oh, I gotta shoot the vlog. I didn't get anything done yesterday.
Just want to know if you would like to grab some pizzas, play some video games, have a few beers.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that should be okay. I'll be there soon. Fine. Just grab the camera gear. It's okay. Yeah, I got enough time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. We have a few days. I just need to pack the camera bag and boom. Hey man, what's up?
Hey man, what are you up to today?
I gotta start shooting this vlog. I haven't even started anything this week.
Just want to know if you want to play video games.
Yeah, I'm in for sure. Just give me a minute. I gotta do something to start this week off.
Nice. See you in a half hour.
Yeah, dude. See you there. Yeah, okay. That intro wasn't exactly true. I did do something on Monday. See, I spun the wheel and I found out what this week's task is.
You know that? So I took my car and drove to you. I had no other choice.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking, why should...
So, this is what the wheel result was this week. Right, so it's landed on the dice. The dice is my board game idea. The board game is something that I just want to play with family and friends, and I mean, anyone else can play it too, but it's really, really, really complicated. So I won't explain how it all works now, but I'll explain this. It starts off as a card game, and then it moves from the cards onto a board and becomes a board game. You use the actual cards as your board pieces. I do want to show you guys what the board game is going to be like, but I think I'll wait until I've got a few more pieces built so you can visualize it a lot better. Nonetheless, let's get into what I need to do this week to get that board game done by the end of the year. So it's a board game. Let's start with the board. Build a board. So with the board, I don't actually have an exact idea of what I want to do. I know what I need. Essentially, with this game, the cards go into 4 different kingdoms. The kingdoms are associated with elements, you know, fire, earth, wind, water. And then in the middle of the board, there's a big mountain where the players have to climb. So I'll just play around, I'll draw some stuff up in Illustrator or Photoshop or something and see where we go. So the other part of this board game is the dice. There's going to be 2. There's the numbered dice and there's the, well, let's say, decision dice. So they're really easy to make. I can get old dice and just paint them. But that's it. It should be a really easy week actually. Just draw a picture, make some dice and have some fun with you guys. So that all went fine. I I filmed it all good, but then this is me working on the project. But it doesn't look anything like I want it to look, so I'm gonna have to continue working on it another week. Instead, I've got another idea of what I can talk to you guys about, but we need to get up there.
Damn.
It's hard to do when there's a camera right in front of your face. Okay, so I've climbed up here on the roof because there's better lighting, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something that a lot of you have been asking me, and that's about the vlogging equipment I use. But moreover, I'm getting a lot of people saying, hey Rick, I love what you're doing. I wish I could do it too, be it with music or design or drawing or making stuff or vlogging or filming or whatever. But I don't have the equipment, I don't have the education, I don't have the time, I don't have the resources. And I thought, well, hang on a sec guys, I don't have these things either. And I understand in a lot of cases that is true, but I also think that in a lot of times we have these walls that we put up ourselves and we hold ourselves back because of something that we need to gain or achieve before we can actually do these things we want to do. And I'm here to tell you it isn't so. I don't have any education in any of these things. I've taught myself to play music, I taught myself to make movies, I taught myself to draw in all the programs that I use. Guys, we're alive, and that means that we're on, we're here, we're present, we're conscious, we're alive, and that means that one day we won't be. And so while I'm here, I'm just going to do what makes me happy. I'm just going to do what I can do today, and I'm not going to wait until I've got the right education, or until this guy says I can do it good, or until it's perfect, because if I'm waiting for it to be perfect, it will never get done. So I brought you up here because the lighting's better, but really because there's more of a depth of field and color. The lighting's not better from this angle. So I want to run through each of the cameras I have and where I got them from, so you guys have a better understanding of what situation I'm in with making this vlog. First of all, a lot of vloggers and a lot of YouTubers out there, they say, okay, get a DSLR, get this camera, quality is important, make it 4K, make it this, make it that. And you know what, if you've got the money, yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't want all this fancy camera gear? I love camera gear. I love all gear. But the problem often is we can't afford it. So I'm going to run you through what I've got. So I use a GoPro Hero 4 Silver. Now this is great. It's got lots of functions that work well with me and my vlogging style or my filmmaking style. It's not the newest, it's not the top of the range. It was actually a gift from my family. They all put money in together and then bought it for me. And I'll show you now what footage from the GoPro looks like. So this is what the GoPro footage looks like. And this is my main camera. Now this is a Panasonic HDC HS900. It's not like the new cameras now where everything's in 4K and all this fancy stuff. But this was a wedding gift for me and my wife from my parents. It's a great camera, I love it, it's fast, it's smart, it's a really good camera, and I'm so lucky that my parents bought it for me because now I can make this stuff. But I didn't buy it, I can't afford it, I couldn't afford it. So if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't even have that. So this external microphone is actually really old. I think it's like, I don't know, 20 years old. It was in a bag of old camera gear that my mother-in-law was going to get rid of because it didn't work anymore. So I took it and I cleaned out the battery acid and fixed it up. I mean, look, you can see how damaged it is, but I can't afford a new microphone, so this is the best I've got. So right now, the first two cameras I haven't paid for, and the microphone I haven't paid for. So far I'm fully supported by my family. And I'll show you now what this camera and microphone look and sound like. So this is what the Panasonic looks like and what the microphone sounds like. This brings me to my final camera. This is a Lumix or a Panasonic DMC LX3. Now, I didn't pay for this either. I swear to you, I found this in a bin. Because technology is going so much faster these days, everything is 10 times better within a year. And even a few years after it coming out, even though it's a good camera, the quality of it isn't as good as something you can get for the same price or even cheaper these days. And the quality of this is really bad. I'll show you now. And so this is what this camera looks like. I don't even know if I'm in focus now because I don't have a screen and it's not autofocus, so I don't know what you're seeing. But even though it's not good quality, it is an extra camera that I can film with, that I can create content with, that I can capture things with. Let me jump back onto, I'll jump onto my Go. So they're the three cameras I use. Now, none of them are the newest technology, none of them are the best of the range. and I didn't pay for any of them. And this also comes down to the things that I use on a day-to-day basis. For example, my guitar stand. I built that out of wood that I found. The wheel and the briefcase, I found them on a curbside pickup. Piece of wood, the briefcase, I was like, yeah, I can use that for sure. I wanted something that would fill me drawer, so I saw an old broom that was thrown out on the street. I used the wooden handle to build the arm to fill myself drawer. So there's a little bit of luck there because I've been able to find these things on the street. But really, it's not luck. It's that I see something, and then when I get inspired, I decide to follow through with it. The fact is, I'm not going to sit around and wait for the day for me to have the perfect equipment or have the best ideas to get things done. I'm going to... You know, it's funny because I actually wasn't even going to start this vlog because I thought I didn't have the right equipment, I didn't have the right ideas, I didn't have enough time or an interesting enough life to make a vlog, but you know, you know what? Sometimes in life, you just have to jump in. Thomas is asleep. You asleep? Thomas went out drinking last night. He's a little hungover. He's gonna sleep while I vlog. So look, even if I didn't get the board and the dice finished, it doesn't really matter. The fact is I gave it a go. I've given it a try and there's been some progress. So next time I approach it, I have already made some mistakes and I can learn from them and continue going. Have a clearer vision of where I want to go. You know, it's not always about getting things right. It's generally just about getting things done or at least beginning or jumping in. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to start spinning the wheel at the end of the episode so you guys know what my project is for next week. So... Ooh, children's book. I haven't done that yet. That means I've got one of each. I think that works well. Anyway guys, I have to get to editing this vlog. Next week I'll try not to play as many video games with this guy, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, then please watch more. If you didn't, then that's cool as well.